Respected Dr. Pranab Mukherjee ji, Honorable President of India, my esteemed colleague Dr. Sharad Pawar, Minister of Agriculture and Food Processing Industries, Honorable Chief Ministers of various states, His Excellencies, Ministers from various countries, eminent scientist Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, delegates from different countries, representatives of various ministries, state governments, civil society organizations, and media, distinguished researchers and scientists, distinguished guests. It's my great privilege to attend the World Congress on Efforts Agroforestry being held in Delhi from 10th to 14th February 2014. I extend a warm welcome to all the delegates who have come from different parts of the world to participate in this great event. I wish you a comfortable stay in India. The world is facing serious environmental challenges. These include threats from climate change, loss of biodiversity, high rate of deforestation, land degradation, apart from pressure on natural resources for meeting ever-growing demands of food, energy, and water for increasing population. These have severe impact on human survival. Agroforestry gives us the hope to tackle some of these severe challenges. Trees have always been an integral part of countries' landscapes, interwoven with socio-cultural and economic traditions of its people. Agroforestry is not new to India. It is a dynamic and multiple land use system which integrates trees in farmlands. In fact, farmers in various regions of the country have been practicing agro and farm forestry since many centuries. These efforts of the farmers have contributed significantly to the meeting of the requirements of the society for various forest products like food, fuel, forage, fruit, fiber, spices, vegetables, timber and non-timber products. This has produced pressure on precious natural forests of the country by providing raw materials of wood-based industries such as paper and pulp, furniture, small timber for construction, etc., apart from providing additional income to the farmers. Ladies and gentlemen, the trees outside forest have become a very important source of the wood in the country. Annual production of wood from trees outside forest, which largely includes farm-grown trees, is estimated to be 42.77 million cubic meters as against production of 3.175 million cubic meters wood from natural resources. Thus, the trees grown on farmland and other wasteland are contributing significantly towards reducing biotic pressure on natural forests and saving the precious foreign exchange. We are all aware about the multiple benefits that agroforestry provides. Apart from being a diversified source of income, it contributes towards enhancing bioresource production, improves groundwater regime, and enriches biodiversity. Planting trees on farmland also safeguards the farmers, especially small and marginal farmers, to manage the inherent risks in agriculture through alternate form of land use system involving trees, crops, fruit trees, livestock, and even fisheries. Additional benefits of agroforestry like soil improvement and environmental amelioration, climate change mitigation are also equally important. However, we have not been able to realize the full potential of agroforestry for various reasons. Thrust on agroforestry requires an integrated systemic approach supported by a series of measures ranging from quality planting material of a large diversity of tree species suitable to be grown on agriculture fields largely to meet their local needs of fodder, fuel, fruit, fibers, etc., as well as high value timber yielding trees for commercial purpose. It's indeed very heartening that the Union Cabinet has recently approved the National Agroforestry Policy. This policy supplements the National Forest Policy 1988 in achieving the national goal of bringing one-third of the geographical area of the country under forest or tree cover for ensuring environmental and ecological security. In fact, as on 2011, we have a forest cover of 21.06%. From 87, it's not going down, it's no doubt going up, but it's just not adequate. If we include the tree cover of 2.76, it will be 23.81%. And I'm quite happy that my esteemed colleague Sri Sharad Pawar is taking a lot of interest in these matters. And in fact, the Ministry of Environment and Forest has consistently supported the initiative, and we would like to contribute our bit in planning and implementation of the agroforest policy. In this context, Ministry of Environment and Forest sees an important role of State Forest Department and other forestry institutions such as Indian Council of Forest Research and Education, Indian Institute of Forest Management, Forest Research Institute, Institute of Forest Genetics and Tree Breeding, etc. These organizations have played a significant role in the growth of agroforestry in the country by providing quality planting material, technical support and guidance for achieving objective of the National Agroforest Policy. Main stakeholder departments like Forest, Agriculture and Rural Development have to work together with clearly defined roles and action program. Ministry is already implementing the agroforestry program in a limited way under the National Afforestation Program and Compensatory Afforestation. Fund Management and Planning Authority. More thrust on afforestry is being given in the recently launched Green India Mission, which envisages increasing the quality of forest cover over 5 million hectares of degraded forest and creating new forest cover over another 5 million hectares of land outside the forest. This includes a target of around 2.3 million hectares of land under agroforestry through various support activities. These like raising nurseries and quality planting material, technology transfer, information dissemination, training and capacity building of the farmers. Through the Green India Mission, the carbon stocks are expected to get enhanced significantly and thus contribute to the mitigation of adverse impacts of climate change. One of the most important requirements for promotion of agro-industry is to have an enabling environment and building cooperative partnership among different stakeholders like farmers, industries and financial institutions. Creating viable industrial base for regular demand of agroforestry products and buyback arrangements like the farmer will go a long way in the success of this program. In fact, we would like to, now we have also come out with a big plan of rupees 30,000 crores, through a program called Kampa. I would like to transfer about 90% of this fund to the various states so that they can take more positive, concrete initiatives to ensure that the forest cover is increased. So with this I conclude and thank my colleague Sri Sharad Pawar ji for having invited me for this great function, and also thank the Director Anthony G. Simmons, Director General World Agroforestry Center for this great event. I also thank our scientist Dr. S. Ayappa, Secretary, Department of Agriculture Research and Education, who is doing wonderful work, for having extended the invitation to him. Jai Hind.